Getting haters when you put yourself out there on the internet tends to be a sort of inevitable thing. Now, there's a few different ways you can respond to this. You can counter fire with fire and say hateful things back to them. You can be nice in response and try to rise above it. Or you can do what I'm going to do today, which is challenge them to a rap battle months later. Now, these people that I'm going to be messaging are from Reddit. I would write these fictional stories on there, and people would bash my writing oftentimes, and I took some offense to that. And I think it's time that I settle things with these folks. Now, as we message each person, I'm gonna read you what I have to say to them. First, I'll play the clip that shows the crux of our disagreement, and I'll come back and update you once they respond and show you what I'm gonna say in return. And hey, maybe I'll become friends with this person, or maybe we'll grow to hate each other even more. And these are Redditors that we're dealing with, so these are not people that tend to have much of a sense of humor. So I think there's a high potential for conflict. It was at this point I spilled the dark red drink all over the couch. Her mom immediately screamed, "Now my fucking couch?" OP, I don't think you're old enough to drink, incorrect. So you just used something you've heard of before. But no one is casually whipping up a Bloody Mary. First of all, they serve it at restaurants, so it's not that hard to make. Second of all, they could have already had it pre-made. I think you're so smart. And serving it to a guest in the middle of the night. It's not the middle of the night. You gotta change it to red wine when you tell this made-up story again. And Could Not Be Helped was all over the place. He also said it'd be perfect in a Nickelodeon show for children, or maybe a Tubi original. It's definitely that caliber of writing. You know what? You're right, I should aspire to be more like you and write snarky fucking Reddit comments. Hello, I've arrived in your DMs to issue you a challenge. In September of last year, you commented on a Today I Fucked Up subreddit post about a young man who dealt with a series of unfortunate events at his girlfriend's parents' house. I was the author of said post, and you can see your comment in this here YouTube video. You likened my writing to that of a Nickelodeon show, which is an assault on my character, as I would never write for children, only other large and stoic Vikings such as myself. You also attempted to poke holes in my story, though these supposed continuity errors were proven to be foolish gripes by yours truly. Since you seem to question my wit, I would like to challenge you to a rap battle at a neutral site 4 Wednesdays from the upcoming Sabbath. Shall you accept my invitation? We can settle our differences once and for all. You should not take my linguistic skills lightly. At the bottom here I put yours truly, Chatroom Surfer. He's peeing on your fucking microwave! I could hardly register what was being said at first. I'm awakened by a knock at the door at 8 a.m. or so. The neighbor is now at my door, pleading not to tell his family about the incident. I snapped. I ranted about how I would destroy his life and wouldn't rest until he lost his job, wife, and kids. He began blubbering, punching walls and wailing. I just want to say I'm so honored to everyone who's helped me capture this achievement in trolling history. But this fuck I have a bone to pick with. This is the most poorly written attempt at creative writing I've encountered recently. You know what? When your attempt at creative writing gets a million fucking views, you come back to me, okay? Now, I was not able to immediately find Osunah, who is the user who wrote this post, but if you look at this username here very closely, you will notice Osunah is hidden in the name. So we're going to ask this person if they are who I think they might be. Can't believe I'm going this far to track this person down, but here it goes. Hello, did you once have a Reddit account that went by the name of Osunah? I asked because I'm looking for someone of this name, and I noticed this combination of letters in the same order is in your name. Hey, it's a long shot, but maybe it really will be the coveted Osunah. I went on my phone and opened the app to control the drone that was hidden behind a tree. It started flying and no one noticed at first. I shouted, "What is that?" And eventually her and her husband ran outside to find out. It was time to pounce. I frantically handed my son the container of ribs that was sitting on a table in the kitchen. I took the similar container of chicken. The comments were immediately on to me. I have to say, I still wish these dorks would get a sense of humor instead of being so self-righteous. Like, yeah, congratulations, you know it's fake. Now, I decided to pick out one of these people, and I chose the person in the middle here, talking about his IQ. Hello, I have arrived in your DMs to issue you a challenge. You claim you lost several IQ points from merely bearing to read my story, implying your own great intellectual superiority. I took offense to this disparaging of my intellect, as I have extensively traveled both the land and sea to study under some of the academic titans of our time and prior. I was able to cast a spell that resurrected Socrates. He was kind of smelly, though. And then the ending is the same as the first person I messaged, just challenging them to the rap battle. So these messages have all been sent now. It's time to wait with bated breath to find out who responds. Guys, it's currently 1 in the morning. Nobody's responded yet. I can't stop thinking about one thing. Osunah.
In order to have the documentation,
Oh my God, who
verification.
are you?
How do I get the verification?
Who are you?
Have a response.
Who are you? Seriously though, it's been 5 hours. We're gonna give them 24 and then we're gonna abort mission. Okay, so it's been 24 hours and I haven't received any responses, so at this point I'm gonna assume I'm not going to. Turns out my haters are too cowardly to face me. I guess that's just the nature of a hater. I gave them every opportunity to rap battle me to prove their superiority. They were not willing to do so. So, yeah, I've silenced my demons at this point, except for one, of course, and the hunt for who Osunah is will be a lifelong battle for me. Chatroom surfer logging out.